Come on, Jack. Get on set. The show's nothing without you, buddy. All right, get in your spot. Jack, get in your spot over here. Jack, your spot over here. Come on. Ready? Let's do this. No, you're an amateur. Get out of here. Bye. You're an amateur. Bye. As I was saying, welcome everybody to the latest edition of the Nanticoke Newsroom with your host, Bob Kalinowski, and Northeastern Pennsylvania's favorite feline, Jack the Cat, my loyal co-host. The other day, Jack asked you all on Facebook to give us 200 likes on my Facebook page, and we do a new Nanticoke Newsroom. The first one in 6 months. And you, as always, the loyal audience of the Nanticoke Newsroom, over-delivered and gave us more than 300 likes. It's been a while since we delivered you the best source of real fake news, the Nanticoke Newsroom. It's reality with a dose of comedy and satire, as only an experienced broadcast professional like I can do. So basically the news is Jack is back for his third temporary stay with me. The first temporary stay was about 3 years, and this is his third stay with me. And my sister is working from my office here at the Nanticoke Newsroom. I put some t-shirts over her workstation, the Glen Line t-shirt, and I'm a big deal in Nanticoke PA shirt. Anyhow, I plan to do this broadcast on assignment. And for the people in Glen Line, that means like you're actually on the scene, you go somewhere and you actually do the broadcast from scene. And I totally bombed. I was kind of rusty. I haven't done this in 6 months. So the big news is, and where I was going to be on assignment from was Washington Street in Nanticoke. The big news is this week, the big eyesore that's been there for decades and an eyesore for a long time is coming down. Demolition Day starts this week on the former LS Bolorama, the former LS Skaterama, and before that it was a silk mill. And it stretches a whole city block. It's a big old industrial building. And sources tell me, our mayor, Kevin Coughlin, is so excited that this eyesore is getting torn down this week that he's going there this week with his bare hands and knocking this place down. Hell with the excavators, he's doing it himself. That's how excited he is to get rid of this blight. So, again, most of you know this as the LS Bolorama and the LS Skaterama. The Skaterama burned down in 1991, and the Bolorama closed in 2007. And then it was used for some other commercial purposes, this building, afterwards. Not necessarily legal. There was a massive marijuana operation growing out of this place, and it got busted over the years, and it's been pretty much vacant since then. I don't think you could do much after that. That was kind of the last hurrah for this building, the marijuana growing operation. But again, I remember this as the place I'd go skating. But like, this is how it went down when you were 7, 8 years old in Nanticoke. Like, your parents dropped you off in this behemoth of a building, industrial building, and I think the skating rink was like on the 3rd floor, and you're like 7 years old. Oh, go ahead, have fun. And you go by yourself and walk up these steps. At least that was my experience, and I know a lot of my friends too. And you walk upstairs and you're skating, and it's nighttime, and there's teenagers, and there's adults, and there's smoking, and there's drinking, and there's probably worse drugs and even worse stuff than that going on, and somehow we all survived. And hold on, my script went haywire. Anyhow, but there was so many great memories there as well that even got encapsulated in the news. The Girl Scouts hold Halloween skate party at the skating rink in the old industrial building. And I'm sure some of you guys and gals, well, it's all gals, are gonna pause this video and look for your faces in this picture that I'm showing right now, because a lot of my friends' names are there. I'm not gonna name you. I don't want to embarrass you, but you're in that picture. Anyhow, this old building was an old silk mill, the Duplan Silk Mill, run by the Duplan Silk Corporation. And they had similar silk mills in Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, Berwick, Kingston, and Dorrance Township, I believe. And Hazleton's silk mill, which still is in existence like ours, was the biggest silk mill in the world. And they made textiles. And for the people in Glen Line, again, textiles means clothing. They made clothing. But honestly, during the World War II, they made a lot of things for the war effort too, and World War I. So while researching this whole big building, I came across a Standard Speaker store, Hazleton Standard Speaker store from 1991. It said, "This gigantic building remains one of the only reminders local residents have of a bygone era, when textile too, not only coal, was also king." Okay, back to some regional local news of interest, not just Nanticoke. What was the big story of the week? The big blast in Hanover, or wherever it was. Apparently it was in Sugar Notch. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on, but Sugar Notch police say the big blast that shook houses, awakened people, alarmed people all across the valley and beyond was a gunman, a hunter I believe, shooting at a thing called tannerite. And apparently tannerite is a thing that if you shoot it, it explodes in a big blast. Holy shit! Jack, pay attention to the show or you're fired. Anyhow, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there that there's no way tannerite could make as big of an explosion that happened this weekend. People are saying it was a missile, a bomb, a meteor. Even people are saying it's a UFO. I really doubt that, and I trust that, I guess it was possibly this tannerite thing, which is a legal substance. So the person who admitted to shooting at the tannerite in Sugar Notch is not facing any charges at this point. Alright, this is beyond regional. I just said I'm going to show you some regional news. This is a national emergency. Jack! Jack, pay attention. Come here. Sit. This is a national emergency. Nardozzo'S Pizza in Nanticoke is now only open one day a week, Fridays. This might be the best pizza in the world, and it's open one day a week. Lenny Nardozzo recently posted on someone's comment on a Nanticoke venting page. Thanks for the support, everyone. Yes, we are very short-staffed, and Friday is our only day open. I'm the only pizza maker at the moment and have other commitments. Our old school style oven makes it difficult to learn, and Jack just jumped on this TV over here. So weird. He usually sits here the whole time. And because we are so busy when we are open, it's overwhelming for the new folks to train properly. The eminent domain issue is real and lingering. My grandfather started in that building 62 years ago. Now in our 4th generation, we do not want to close. I say we have to start a movement to make sure Nardozzo'S does not close in our town. Nardozzo'S is too important, and if we need President Joe Biden to interject, that's just what we'll do. Because Nardozzo'S cannot close in this town. Jack, come here. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Jack, get on set, or you're fired. Jack, come here. Jack, come here. As I think a lot of you people know, I bought a house like right next to me, a neighboring house, and I've been fixing it up as much as I could. Like I'm there till like 6 in the morning, like every day painting right now. Again, it's a gun because I'm trying to get it all fixed before it gets too freezing cold because there's no heat in the place yet. So trying to fix it up while it's unseasonably warm. And every room I paint, I'm so proud of the paint job, and then I rip the carpet up and I see this beautiful hardwood on the side, on the edge, and I'm like, wow, this is going to be a beautiful hardwood floor throughout this whole place. And then I get disappointed as I rip the carpet up a little bit more. And what is it? Plywood. I think I can say this on my own show. I called it bullshit Polish construction. And Jack left the set. Jack, you want a treat? Watch, I'll get him back. Jack, you want a treat? Jack, there we go. Legalized bribery. Anyhow, bullshit Polish construction in the new house is disappointing me, but we're going to put vinyl floors in. And another item of pretty big news for Nanticoke is one of our off-duty detectives, Chad Southern, stopped a robbery in Wilkes-Barre recently at a convenience store. And it made in the news, and I'm not really, I don't know if I'm allowed to share this photo that someone sent to me, and I didn't ask, but unlike in real life and my real job and what I do for a living, in the Nanticoke newsroom, I act first and think second. So, we are going to show this photo of our hero, Chad Southern. Detective Chad Southern was presented with a nice cake and a lot of ball busting, I'm assuming, in the Nanticoke police station the day after he did this. But you know what? I think he deserves it, because that represents the motto of the Nanticoke newsroom. Truth, justice, and the Nanticoke way. Congratulations and great job, Detective Southern, keeping us safe and making us proud. And I'm going to end the show with a story about a brick. I have to get the brick. I'm going to end this show with a story about a brick. The great people of Plains Township have started a new tradition this year of they're going to drop a brick on New Year's Eve. Just like New York City drops whatever they drop. Was it an apple, a ball, something like that? And other towns drop other things on New Year's Eve. Like Wilkes-Barre used to drop a piece of coal that turned into a diamond or something like that. So Plains is dropping a brick. And the reason for that is there's a place in town at the intersection of Cary Street and Main Street that it was called the brick, or is called the brick, and because years ago there was a big brick wall in that area, and that's where all the young people would hang out and congregate, and they called it the brick. That old brick wall is gone, but now the new brick wall is up, and it says "Welcome to Plains Township, the keystone to the Wyoming Valley." And so they're going to drop a brick at the brick, but guess what? They are dropping a piece of wood brick, a 4-foot by 2-foot manufactured wood brick, which is admirable, but I want to show them something else. I want to show the people of Plains what a real brick is. This brick right here is stamped with the most important words ever known to man. Made in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, United States of America. The Nanticoke brick. So apparently they made bricks in Nanticoke and they stamped them with the words Nanticoke back in the day. Hey Jack. So I just want to tell the people of Plains, you might have a wooden brick, but we have real bricks. So don't bring a wooden brick to a brick fight, because this will beat you. Since I know you are neighboring towns and rivals, I know that has a lot of people in Laughlin laughing. So we're going to close out the show. Jack already knows to get off this because we have someone special to close out the show, but guess what? As I always say, and I let my good friend Anna tell you,
stay safe out there. From Bobcat, Nanticoke Newsroom. Stay safe out there.